So in today's adventure, we are going to be riding out to Centerville, Mississippi. This is like right above that little notch out of Louisiana, right below Natchez, if you guys have heard of the Natchez Trace. Kind of right below that, I don't know, maybe about an hour and a half or so. I've never been out here, so I really don't know what the riding's going to be like or what it's like. I can tell you, it is 3 hours ride from where I live. I've been on the road for about an hour right now. I got on the road around 6, so the sun's starting to come up, so I can finally bust out the GoPros. At night, you really can't pick much up, you know? But this is going to be a really cool adventure. Definitely an adventure undone, or adventure unknown, more like it, since I haven't been out here. It's a Facebook group meetup with dual sport riders, adventure riders. It's going to be 50-50 ride, 50% paved, 50% off-road. I don't know what any of it's like. Obviously, I'm on the Africa Twin here. Got it loaded up. I actually have my camping gear loaded up. I'm not sure if I'm going to camp. They're stating the ride's going to be around 6 to 7 hours. I'm not too sure, again, how technical or what it's going to entail. There's some rain coming in, so we kind of got some unknowns out there, you know what I mean? And again, a 3 hour ride, so I'd say like, if I'm gassed at the end, I'd rather just camp, or maybe if I pass a cool campsite, I'd rather camp there than hustle back, even though it's only a 3 hour ride. So anyways, we're gonna play it by ear. I got all of my gear loaded up here and everything on the Twin, but I also even took the longer way to get here. Now, it didn't throw me too far off of the main route, maybe added, I don't know, max 30 minutes or something like that, but at least we get to ride really cool back roads like this. And you know, side note, I don't know how it's going to pick up whenever I capture it or anything, but the camera that's looking at me here, I absolutely love it. Like, the sun's rising, you see the trees in different colors in the clouds or the sky or whatever. It's just, God, it's almost like picture perfect. We'll see if that's what it's like whenever I capture it. I think everyone else, if they're not from around where this ride's going to be, I believe they're all trailering. A lot of them are on smaller, like 250Ls, 300Ls and such. You know, if someone else wanted to ride and I had, you know, the 300L, I would have taken it, but I don't know. The Africa Twin, this is what it's for. You know what I mean? You're riding out to get somewhere. You never really have to say no. It's going to do it all. The off-road, the long road trip, yada, yada, yada. And that's, again, why you buy an Africa Twin, to utilize it in every aspect, not just to have the prettiest or one of the fanciest adventure bikes. You really want to utilize it, you know. I'm not a fan of trailering. You all know that. If I'm going to go ride, I'm going to go ride. I don't want to load something. It's going to feel like a chore if I got to load it up and all of that stuff, you know. So again, riding to the destination is half of the adventure. And life of a motorcyclist. Stuck at a red light, that's not going to change for us. Yep, we're going to have to turn. We'll go around this way. I tried the whole scooching forward and getting onto the line that you can see cracked in the road where they sense for the light change, but sometimes it just doesn't work, especially in these smaller towns. I'm not one to just turn. Yo, look at this. We turn. Jiminy. Hopefully it's the main road, so it ought to just automatically turn to green. That's our luck here, huh? Come on. Now, I hope on this adventure you guys can hear me a little bit better. I messed with my mic placement and the setup a little bit. 2 wind foams on it to hopefully break the wind. Different placement. Now my shield is closed right now. It's a medium windy day. If I pop it open, this is the shield open. Seeing how that sounds with the shield open. A little lumber mill right there. But again, hopefully, I'm going to close this shield again. Hopefully you guys can hear me fairly well. Again, my mic sometimes picks up a lot of wind. And then I am quite the excited speaker, right? I'm kind of loud, so I'm trying to tone myself down a little bit so it's not clipping the microphone a lot and sound like I'm really just hollering. And again, it creates kind of like that static kind of feedback sound. So hopefully with me mellowing down my talking a little bit and then my mic setup and placement, hopefully it's a little bit better. All right, so not sure where we are On my nav it says Blaylock, so I guess it's Blaylock, Mississippi. Cool little tiny town. Construction on a road. Oh, mamma mia. I feel like we're off-roading right now. Yikesy, yikesy, yikesy. Yeah, I love these small towns. I absolutely love them. Okay, we gotta take a left up here. Jesus, road construction. Yo, check out that old building. Look at the scrolling on the, that's cool. And that's probably it. Out of that little town. Alright, so the ride has begun. The address I had before actually took me 10 minutes further away from it. But now we are all grouped up here. So this is the center of Centerville, Mississippi. It'll probably take us a second to get in and out of it. Oh, I love it. Just look at this. How cool is that? How absolutely cool is that? Pretty good turnout for the middle of nowhere, Mississippi. Gosh, the weather turned out absolutely amazing. I almost didn't come because it said it was supposed to rain, and it was just early morning rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, I believe. But right now, gorge. And now we are on the dirt, or gravel. Fairly deep, kind of dancy, and it gets hard when people start going slow. Right now we're going 30. So, man, the twin really starts dancing when it goes slow in this deep gravel. And you can see that tire in front of me. That bike, little tiny bike, is dancing a whole bunch as well. So you can only imagine this big old heifer of a bike. So far, this ride is awesome. So much elevation. Really, really cool. The gravel can get pretty deep here and there. I had to put my foot down once. You can see it kicking up from the tire in front of me. I tell you what, man, my stinking jacket keeps getting stuck on my tank peg. So next stop, that's getting removed. But wow, so much elevation. Really, really cool. Almost got to like constantly stand up on the twin. You know, taking a twin into some turns with some gravel can get pretty soft and sticky, so. Wow. This is why you buy a dual sport or adventure bike. We were 3 hours on the road to get here, and this is what we get. Totally worth it. Oh, nice. Now we're actually on like dirt. Sweet. I like this. This is the kind of riding I like right here instead of that deep gravel. See, I don't know if the GoPro gives this elevation justice, but I can't even see over the brim, and bam, right back down. So cool. There's probably one thing I don't like about group rides though, and it's just nature of the game, right? But it's the pace. You got to go with someone else's pace. Not saying I want to get out here and, you know, gung-ho whip it around. It's just really, when someone slows into a corner with a small bike, it's much easier. When you slow into a corner with this big old beast, like I said before, it's a complete different game, you know. So it's one thing you got to keep in mind. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. Good turnout. weather turned out pretty darn good. Actually a little toasty, to be honest with you. Some of those roads we've been on so far, the gravel, it's been pretty deep. I like it like this, if you all can see. It's kind of like a little mixture, hard packed, gravel on top. This is what I like. Some back there, man, whew, I heard one guy went down already. I don't know the details, what kind of bike he was on or anything like that, but I heard one guy crashed, flipped over, his bike went over and everything. But okay, side note, take a look at that view. Love it going down, and you can see the other trees cresting from behind back there. Nice. Tightening up a little bit. Nice. Gravel's let up a little bit, so it's not too deep right now. The ride's been fantastic so far. Definitely a little hot. Definitely a little hot. I'm getting Tennessee vibes through this part of the ride here. Up and down and trees just crossing over. So look at that. It's nice because it actually gives you a little bit of shade for a change. Whew. It definitely heated up out here. Picked up the pace. I think someone missed our turnoff back there, so they're trying to catch him to hopefully he gets the right way. And of course we're on the tighter, turny gravel. Oh, yes, I think we hit private property. Signs everywhere down there. So we had a couple guys that went down there. I think we're gonna go straight, which looks pretty stinking cool actually. So we had to stop there for a little while. We lost, I believe, 5 people, and one of the people that we lost were the ones that just got a flat tire back a whiles there. So I don't know if they passed us up or took a wrong turn or something, but lost with a flat tire equals a bad situation. So we had one rider go back and try to find them with no luck. So maybe they found a route out or something like that, or they're going to meet us at the next meet point, the restaurant. So hopefully everything's good. So now we are heading to get lunch at 3:40. We've had a few hiccups. A couple people went down, a couple flat tires, and some other mechanical battery or something. I'm not too sure. Anyways, it's 3:40 and we're just now heading to the lunch spot. The initial lunch spot we were supposed to go to is actually an hour more away from where we are. So we definitely have some delays here today. So we're rerouting somewhere else to eat. That's cool, little wooden bridge. You can smell it. Smells like railroad ties.
see, I am back home. Yes, as you spotted in the pictures in the beginning of the video, I did end up camping. I ended up getting on the road at like 8 o'clock or something. I ended up getting to the campground really late at night. It started raining. I'm setting up camp and everything. It was crazy, but it was an experience, right? I wanted to film some of it, but I was beat. Again, it was dark, raining, and everything. I was like, yo, let me just set up camp, get down, get back home. You know, I probably should have would have been the exciting stuff, you know. But I want to thank you all so much for coming along with this adventure. Y'all know I'm new to this whole moto vlogging type stuff. I've been implementing a lot of product reviews, kind of experiences with, again, stuff for my bikes, the 300L, the Africa Twin, and any other bike in between, you know what I mean? But at the core, it's these adventures. I love taking you guys on these rides, and I'm learning mic placement to get better audio quality, better angles and stuff like that. So again, it's a learning process. I learn as I go. I don't dabble with cameras, you know, beforehand or anything. I just kind of plug up, press record, and get going. That might not be the best way to go about it, but again, I kind of like, again, that raw atmosphere of bringing you guys on the rides with me. And I hope you guys have as much fun as I do, even though I know it's not because you're watching on the screen, but at least, you know, we're hanging out, you know, kind of chatting as we go. So again, thank you so much for coming along for this adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to catch you on the next adventure. Bye now.